Hey you, it's me. And this, I guess it is about Amber, but it's more about, I don't care what she's doing with her weight loss. I have been watching The Ankle. I, I don't know his real name, but I've been very much enjoying his retro reacts. And I didn't think, usually I don't watch those because it's like I've seen it before. I don't really care because people tend to pick like the same things over and over, the same videos, the same clips, that sort of thing. So I don't really watch them. But he is picking out um clips from like way back from when she started her channel. And he goes back and forth with different things, but he's doing a lot of like the Crystal era right now. And I wasn't here for that. I never watched her then. But I was watching this morning because he puts them up pretty early. I'm in California. He's on the East Coast, so that makes sense. Anyway, I was watching and enjoying, and she started talking about her weight loss and what she plans to do. And all I could think of is, oh my God, she is exactly the same now, saying exactly the same things with exactly the same talking points as she did 10 years ago. There has been absolutely no change whatsoever. And not only that, but the way that she acts with um, Crystal, the way she just like grabs things out of her hand and stuff, it shows that she has a very volatile, not violent, but volatile personality. And she has to have everything her way. She has to do it herself. Oh, it's just disgusting. I hate watching it. And yet I still want to watch it because it gives more of a history of her. And sometimes I'm interested. Lately, I've been a lot less interested. But The Ankle makes it very interesting. I like the comments they make. I enjoy it a lot. Um, but here's the thing that I thought was very interesting. In this Crystal era, she was just as boring as she is now. She's yammering on about, oh, I'm going to start counting calories. Where have we heard that before? And, oh, I'm going to start eating less, and I'm only giving myself this many calories per day. Where have we heard that before? I mean, come on. None of this is new. This is the same garbage she's been spewing for 10 years, maybe longer. At least as long as she's been on YouTube. It's the same thing. Even with the, oh, when people say mean things, it really upsets me. In the video, she's talking about, why are people so mean? Everybody tells me I need to get out, and then when I get out, they're really mean to me. And she doesn't seem to like understand that probably why they were being mean to her is because of the way she treated her girlfriend at the time, which was really disgusting. She's so rude. Oh, well, I had this, so she has to have that. She has to eat what I eat. Just, ridiculousness. Laughing at her girlfriend, not with, laughing at her girlfriend because of choices that she made, things that she enjoys. She had, from what I could see, she had kind of a stuffed animal or plushie collection, whatever you want to call it. And Amber laughs at her. I remember her picking up one thing that Crystal liked, and she's like, "Oh no," and then put it back. How rude! With her own money, by the way. Amber wasn't making money at this time. She was spending her girlfriend's money, or the money that she got from her girlfriend's parents. She wasn't making any money at that time. And I'm just like, God, she's more outward about it in the earlier videos than she is now. I think that maybe she's learned to some degree some of those things should be done off camera, not on. But at this point, she doesn't have anyone to interact with anyway. She should, if she had other people to interact with, then maybe we'd see some of these things, because I don't think she's changed. But certainly with the food aggression, with the counting calories, with the cheat days, with everything that she's talking about right now, and this new video, she's been doing for 10 years at least. She hasn't changed an iota. It's amazing to see. Amazing. I mean, I'm quite a bit older than her, and it's always taken me time to change. When I want to make a change, it takes time for me, like it does for everybody else. But I feel like change for me personally is very difficult, as it is for a lot of people. And so I'm very slow to make changes, but at least I've made them. At least I've made them. I don't think the only change that she has made is gaining more weight and not caring or doing much of anything about it. The only thing that I think would ever help her is to take it out of her control and put it into the hand of professionals who will actually make sure that her calorie count is down, and will not give her a treat because she lost a pound so that she gains 3 pounds the next day. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And honestly, I'm not even mad. I'm not mad at her. I just think it's so ridiculous that she sits there and, oh, I hope my girlfriends have moved on. It looks like they have moved on, and I've moved on. Amber hasn't moved on. She hasn't moved on. She hasn't done anything different in the 10 years that she's been on YouTube, or 10 plus years, I don't even know. But she hasn't moved on. She hasn't done anything. She is the same exact person, but slightly larger. But she's the same exact person. She's the same nasty individuals who treat people bad, and I think it's finally starting to hit her that you can't do that. Maybe. I don't know. Again, I think, in my opinion, that she is far more narcissistic than she is borderline personality disorder. And as I said, that takes a lot of work to even get to that diagnosis, which she hasn't done. Somebody saying, oh, I think you have BPD, doesn't mean you have it. It means you have some tendencies towards that, but you need to do actual testing to find that out. And she hasn't done that. We know she hasn't done that. So she's full of it. As always. As always. But it amazes me. The lies, the baloney, all the talking points, all exactly the same. She is the same person. She hasn't changed. Oh, and here's another thing that I thought was interesting, is in those older videos with Crystal, she actually talks like an expert, like she does now. She lost 2 pounds. Oh, well, I know how to do it. I know how to lose weight, and this is how you do it. If you have any questions, ask me. She did that back then, too. She lost a couple pounds, or she's on track, and, oh, she just loves to show you all the great things that she's doing to stay on track. She's the expert after losing 5 pounds. Or the famous 89 lbs. But I think she lost that weight because Crystal's parents restricted her from eating herself to an early dirt nap. Is that okay on YouTube? I don't know. They cut out so many things you can't even say boo-boo without getting in trouble. But I'm not monetized yet, so I guess I don't have to worry about that, really. But, oh my God, she really is the same. She really is. And I think about when I was in my 20s to when I got into my 30s, there was a lot of changes that I had made. I'd grown, I'd learned, I'd changed. I was also raising a child. Yeah, it was. Yeah, there's no growth in her whatsoever. Nothing. She says exactly the same things over and over again, just like right now while I'm repeating myself. But I was really shocked. I really didn't expect that. I thought for certain, you know, 10 years ago or so, that there would have been something different in her personality. I think the only thing different in her personality was she spoke a little quieter. That was about it. And it's amazing to me. It really is. I just never noticed. I saw her during her Destiny era, and she seemed very similar to her Becky era or Beck era. The only difference is that you could see a chemistry between her and Destiny where you didn't really see that with Beck. But her personality seemed very similar in both those. Seeing now with Crystal, again, she spoke more quietly, um, but even treating animals, she was talking, and Monkey, I guess was the dog's name, was whining because the dog wanted to get out of the bedroom. And she's like, just a minute, you're ruining my video, monkey little pookie bunny bun. And I'm just like, you can say all the cutesy words you want. Why didn't you just get up and open the door? If you didn't know um, how to take that out of the video, then just leave it in. I mean, you do that most of the time anyway. I mean, yes, you do. You've proven, yes, you take things out. But, I mean, really, do you? How much do you actually? It seems like you leave a whole lot in, including like, oh, the phone dropped. Oh, giggle, giggle, ha, 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 for like, 2 minutes while you grab it, pick it up, and try to set it into position again. I mean, how much trouble would it have been for you to get up, let the dog out of the room, and this dog whined several times, and she just does like, just a minute, it'll be a minute, there's nobody here yet, don't worry about it, you just stay here, relax, don't worry. You don't tell a dog that. If the dog wants to get out of the room, let him out of the room. Unless he's in that room for a particular reason. She's so ridiculous. Still abusive to animals, even then. God, she should not be allowed to have pets, but whatever. The pets are around, they seem healthy, so good on them for being healthy animals and whatever. I don't know how much she takes care of them. I just, ugh. But again, so surprised that she's just who she was, who she is, all the time. So the only difference now is that she wants to look like a Pekingese. And I'm not taking that back. I don't like that hairstyle. That's all I gotta say.